Hey everybody, got another video here for you. Okay, I was going to go ahead and tune it up and set the intonation, but I just remembered that I want to raise up the pickup some more, so time to take the strings back off and do that. Okay, I've taken the strings off and I double checked, made sure that the neck is correctly aligned left to right. And now I can take a straight edge and set it across the 24th and the saddle and see just where the bottom of the string lies in relationship to the top of the pickups. And what I'm going to be shooting for is about 2 millimeters worth of distance, because these are, now that I've been playing around with these Seymour Duncan pickups, the Nazgul set, I don't think they have quite as much pull, magnetic pull, as like a quad rail. So I think I can go as low as 2 millimeters. Otherwise, I'd probably only go down 3 millimeters. Get them so that when you were fretting at the 24th, which you can replicate by laying the straight edge at the 24th in the saddle, if a hot rail, which has a lot of string magnetic pull, I want to avoid magnetic buzz. So with a hot rail, I'd probably leave 3 millimeters at this edge and this edge, which means you want the pickup to be tilted this way instead of flat on the body. And also a little bit with the bridge too. It's going to be tilted this way. And but with these guys, I think I can get away with 2 millimeter clearance when you're fretting at the 24th and not get a magnetic buzz. So I'm going to shoot for that. Okay, so here you can see actually how much I've got to shim these up. This one's already about 2 mil at the back, but it's 3 or 4 mil at the front. And this thing's way low. It's, down 4 mil at the back at least, and closer to 6 mil at the front. So it'll be a bit of shim. Because of the fact that I'm going to be tilting them all this way, I'm going to be using a taller shim in the front and a shorter shim in the back so that they all kick back this way to follow the path of the string. So I guess the first step is going to be to gently pry off the pickup, or both pickups. I'm going to start with the neck. So, as you can see, everything came away nice and clean. So, really no cleanup required at all. I can just figure out how big I want to make these things or how tall and glue them in place. I'm thinking I'll put like one spacer back here, or yeah, and then the other one up here, and probably glue them to the pickup and then flip it back over and glue it in place. Taking a closer look at this, I've got to run the wire down this side when it's installed. So I'm going to have to put a block just on this side of these two screws, and then another one behind this row of screws. And it looks like I'm going to need about 4 or 5 mil here, maybe 6 mil up here, kind of a thing. Okay, this is where the shims are going to go, basically behind these brass screws on both sides. And it looks like I'm going to need 5 or 6 shims up towards the top, towards the nut and the neck. And I'm going to need 6 or more shims towards the bridge. So, yeah, I got to cut up some more material. Change of plans. I'm going to glue this block back on and then take some of the 2mm and make a little plate that goes from the front to the back, sort of like that. And then on top of the plate, I can put something up here at the front, and that should take care of everything. And that way I don't have these really tall stacks of these shims that I have to build up, which probably wouldn't be quite as stable. Well, the wire, get my hand out of the way here. Yeah, the wire here fits nicely underneath this thing here. Yeah, the wire fits real nice underneath that. But and then it just all folds over onto the guitar. But you put it in position and it's higher than I was shooting for. It's got the bobbin level with the center of the thing. Hold on a sec. That's better. Yeah, it's higher. The bobbin, top of the bobbin's pretty much level with the center of the fingerboard, and I wanted it to be level with the outer edges, which is maybe a millimeter lower. And if you slap straight edge on number 6, well, it was hitting before. So, yeah, it's awfully close. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit too much. So I'm thinking maybe replace this 2mm material with a piece of 1mm material or something. This base plate here. And try that. See what happens. Well, at the front end up here, I'll get the camera back up there. At the front end up here, it's pretty good as far as the height goes for the strings at this end. So it might be, maybe replace this with a 1mm base and then put a 1mm strip at the front end, something like that. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Wire goes under there. Whole thing folds over onto the guitar. And yeah, that's much better. That's about even with the outside edges, actually ever so slightly lower. So yeah, that's good. And then here, yeah, it's not too bad. It's about 2 mil clearance it looks. Here, I got a 2 mil shim. That's 2 mil there. Yeah, it's right there is 2 mil. So yeah, that's probably good right where it's at for the neck. I'll glue it in there. So in the end, that's going to raise the neck pickup up by 1 millimeter. Not much extra slack on that pickup wire there. So yeah, this is about all the room I'm going to have to work with. This is some of that 2 mil cut off from earlier. I can just cut a quick piece to fit, roughly, and see what it's like. Little test shim. Yeah, so go about like that. Gonna need to try to, might have to get more slack on this wire. Straight edge. Well, that looks about right at this side. Be nice to get this side up a little bit higher. It doesn't really seem to have the slack on the wire back here in order to kick this side of it up any higher. So I think I'll just put a 2 mil in there and call it a day. Because otherwise I'd have to crack open the back and hope that I could get some more slack going through this hole or something like that. So I think 2 mil ought to do. Definitely be an improvement. Might as well try to make it neat. Square this thing up a bit. It doesn't look bad. I decided that it needed more glue. And if I can get it back over there. Okay, looks like the glue on the bridge pickup is set up. Only thing left is the depth pick guard. Took some pieces of shim here and already figured out that'll put that at about level with this bobbin. And this needs a whopping almost 4 millimeters to get it pretty much level with this bobbin. So yeah. Next step is to pop this thing off. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. So until the next one, everybody have a good one.